I'm Steve. I'm the creator of Balena Productions. If you have never heard of me, what do you need these chairs? It's coming in and out.
Yeah.
But, so, Sonic Zombies. Anybody? You know, I saw Domino's down the street. That ain't beat to it. But then we also have our other series like Christmas with Sonic. That's like a lot of people in the audience, dude.
Yeah.
We have Scared Stupid, of course, Sonic and Jaws, Jurassic Park. It's probably plagued your box. I apologize, but I guess the good folks at Sonic Rev wanted me to do a panel.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do some Q&A. You guys can ask anything you want, of course, as long as it's appropriate. But before we get started, I wanted to give my appreciation to the Sonic Rev staff. Can we get a big round of applause for that? Sonic Revolution is wonderful. Continue to come to Sonic Rev. I love doing it. So I guess really quickly, Kevin, should I go over a little bit of history of the channel? Because we're playing stuff right here. So real quick, we got our start. If any of you guys remember the OMG most original fan fiction idea ever, of course with Soras, I come from the planet Earth. Yes. And people went nuts. They went nuts. So we were like, oh, all right. This thing's not working! But anyway, yeah, so people went nuts, and then I was like, all right, I guess I can talk. I will do Sonic and Glitchhog. And then we had this little thing, and it turned into Sonic and Jaws, and then Christmas with Sonic, and it evolved and evolved, and it grew. And honestly, when I walked in the room, I'm like, I know those people aren't here for me. Not me. No. Can't do it. But I appreciate you guys all coming out. So at this point in time, and this thing's as reliable as Starbucks. I guess this one works a little better. But yeah, so I would just...
Oh my gosh.
It's clearly allergic to my voice. But anyway, thank you guys all for coming out. This is going to be great. We're going to finish, I'm sure many of you have seen it, but we are currently working on what we consider a movie of the fourth part of Sonic and Scared Stupid. Schnitzelhausen, yes. So I guess we can get to the Q&A part of this panel. I don't know, Kevin, if you had anything prepared, or we should just get right to the audience questions.
Yeah, let's start like near some background. So, like, how did you get started? What got you into Sonic, and what got you into making videos?
So I got into Sonic a long time ago. I had hair back then. And Sonic 2, yeah, it was bundled with my Sega Genesis. Of course, I'm sure, you know, I saw like so many people wearing the Sonic 2 shirt today. Took me back. But you know, Sonic, I think everyone in this room can agree, is a character that just resonates. As soon as you look at his face, it just changes how you feel about things. And, you know, I grew up, you know, in a kind of rough time, but Sonic was always there to be the guy. But, you know, of course I obsessed over the series as the time went on. And then YouTube became a thing, and I'm not sure if anyone here is old enough to remember when there was no YouTube. If you wanted a video scene, you had to email it, and you had to hope someone else watched it. Here's this platform where you can put whatever you want on it, and people will watch it. And here I am making jokes about, you know, Hummers and tacos and stuff like that, and people are watching it. And that's really where I got my start, which is people were like, your voice is incredible. And I'm like, and so that's the way it goes. And that's really where it all gets started, and it's just a passion. You know, I'm sure a lot of you in the audience are probably, can I get for voice actors? Voice actors, anywhere, yeah.
Right here.
Right here.
I'm in the green too, right here.
Keep doing it. Yeah. Need more voice actors in this world, so keep going. The only person that can stop you from doing it is you. So.
You guys want Balena? Sure.
Yeah.
We are having technical difficulties.
Yes, we are.
Please stand by as I scrub your kitty cat.
Questions, everyone. But yeah, just further to the next question. Do we have an audience question?
Charming.
I wanted to say that you did an amazing job with Harvest Time Hazard, one of my favorites from your channel. Always looking back. Gonna watch it again on the way home. I wanted to ask, what made you decide for it to be a classic Sonic story rather than a modern Sonic?
So I'm sure a lot of you know that in 2017 we were graced with Sonic Mania, and that's right, that deserves an applause. But yes, Sonic Mania! It kind of just reminded me of the raw feeling for Sonic. I mean, we have everybody in this audience right now, right? And I'm sure that if you ask everybody individually, they're going to give you a different answer what your favorite game is, and that's what makes it beautiful. There's a big section of us that are into the original classic Sonic games. And Sonic Mania really just reignited this fire. It felt like it was fresh, so I kind of gave me a new birth of what I want to do. And I gave it a try with Harvest Time Hazard, with classic Sonic, and I ended up liking it so much that I'm like, I think I want to do this from now on. But I think, you know, everybody has their own favorite Sonic. There's like 30,000 different versions of the character. But classic just kind of resonates with me a little bit more, so that's what led to that. Anyone else? All right, you there.
So, you said yourself that there's a lot of different ways you can see the characters. What inspired you to make your characterizations of Sonic in general, as well as the Silver from the Christmas with Sonic series?
So you're asking basically what inspired our versions and Silver? Okay, so like many people who do fan fiction, and I know fan fiction's a dirty word, but that's what we do. Katie's in the room, she's not, you know, using our stuff. So for us, I'm sure a lot of people do have fan fiction. You have your version of these characters, which is great because they're a vessel for creativity and such. So for me, my Sonic has always been what I feel like he is in my heart. You know, he's impatient, he's cocky. He's like, what the fuck, I'm gonna turn Tails into a robot? Do something about it. So, you know, and then especially when it comes to Silver, we know we get a lot of people that get angry that we don't. We love Silver. Whenever we're writing Silver, I wish I did his voice. Talented Dan of the Swell could not be here. He is our Silver voice, and I love him dearly. But you know, it's just, I feel like Silver needed a little slapstick humor to make him more interesting, and he evolved into this really just kind of cute thing. Silvays.
Yeah!
But it's just the way, basically it's just the way we feel about characters and how we pronounce them. There's no like rhyme or reason, it's just how you feel about it when you write them. It's another big thing that we have is a lot of people say, why isn't this character and why isn't this character? Because we want to give them respect. We want to make it so that when they appear, you're like, I'm glad they appeared, and not just, oh, they're there for fan service. So, all right, who's next? You there.
So I just gotta say, love your animation, like just a lot of work. I remember that video was actually the first one I discovered.
It's working. Chaos. Yeah, that's that one was hard to make. Very hard to make. Wait till you see what we're working on.
So my question is, what work have you made, I guess, so far that's been released to the public, are you the most proud of? Like, just the most proud of that you think you really killed it, and maybe the actors killed it? Like, which work are you the most proud of?
I'm gonna have to be honest. I know that our 3D stuff is always impressive, but Christmas with Sonic just has this heart and warmth to it. I get a lot of people that come up to me and they say like, I can't have Christmas without Christmas with Sonic, or you know, my family member passed away and I'm watching Christmas with Sonic to feel better about it. And I don't like, they're not as on fire as a lot of other stuff we do, but it feels more warmth, and especially, you know, getting into the voice booth and doing all those voices are great. Especially, you know, Biscuit, and it's just, I just feel good about Christmas Sonic. And I know we ended it, but it wasn't because we didn't like it, or it wasn't because, you know, it was just basically, we just felt like it was time. But yeah, Christmas with Sonic I think we're the most proud of, but I'm gonna say this 100 times today, what we're working on, woo! So, thank you so much for your question. All right, anyone else? All right, you were here.
What inspired you to make the series Sonic Zombies?
Sonic Zombie. Boy, I bet you this is going to be crazy. So, I'm bitter. And basically, around the time of the original Sonic and Jaws, I, you know, was filming that video was like making the real Jaws itself. You know, you set up the boat, you click it, it all falls to the seafloor, you gotta get up and do it again. So I'm over here working and sweating on big animations, and then people are just flinging ragdolls around, getting like double views. And I'm like, I can do that too. And it was also like, like the poor voice acting quality, which, but its main inspiration was just making something that I could creatively vent. So instead of spending, 10 hours animating in Blender or Source Filmmaker, I could spend 15 minutes throwing ragdolls around and, getting crazy with it. But it became this huge, huge thing that became too big for its own good. But I do love it. So that's really where Sonic Zombies came from, of course, parodying different things throughout the time, like, the final one was about theme parks, right? So like I get annoyed when I go to Disneyland, people had selfie sticks. If anybody remembers those are gone now, thankfully. But, like why would I want to go on a ride when I can record with a selfie stick, like that kind of stuff. So it just comes from a lot of different places, but it was a genuinely good time. And a lot of people don't know that I actually do the voices in succession with no breaks, no nothing. It's all, I could literally do a live Sonic Zombies here. Maybe we should do that sometime? Revolution! Oh, wow!
Maybe do that next year.
Maybe, maybe. Anyway, thank you so much. All right, anybody else?
It's going to be fine, okay.
We've been doing it. Very fine. Do you have a question?
You started using Gary's mod. What inspired you to do that?
Is anybody in the room familiar with Pixel Brains? Just you, yeah. So my best pal, Ron, was making a Counter-Strike source, and then he showed me this cool game called Gary's Mod, and you can do whatever you want. And the thing that happened was that in the back of the cowboy hat here is Mr. Apakeji, who's responsible for all of the mods. If you've ever watched the Source Filmmaker video, a Gary's Mod video with Sonic, it's all him and his brother's work. They deserve more credit than they get. People making fortunes out there. He invented Waddle Rambo. I don't want to hear it. But then someone, around the time of Glitch Hog, I'm like, oh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I can't draw. I can't do anything. I can pose a Gary's Mod and draw hands or smiles, and that's what led to it. And I never in my life dreamed of anime, and here I am. So, just the good stuff. Knuckles, yo, what's going on, man? What you doing back there? What's your question? Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
For some reason, I wonder what it's like for me. Or maybe it's good.
We got to tenderize that microphone back there. We gotta make sweet love to it.
I know I remember in your past videos, it's been a while since I watched you, but you had a lot of problems with the Sonic franchise as a whole. What keeps you interested in still making videos of Sonic? And what brought you here to this day that kept you interested?
To this day, as in Revolution?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first question is, in 2016, Shane or someone else reached out to me and said, hey, you want a table at our convention? I'm like, yeah, and ended up with a line to see me, and I'm like, me? When I came in this room, I'm like, what the hell? They're waiting for the next guy. I'm the last guy. And, it's just every year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I love coming here, so as long as they continue to invite, I will come back. But as far as, so the question, so obviously, as I said earlier, there is a Sonic for everyone. There's no way they're ever going to please all of us at the same time, and they shouldn't. Sega should do what they want. It's their games. So, for me, I treat Sonic like a product. I'm either going to buy it or I'm not. I'm not going to go, no! The Sega's not it! And for me, what kept my interest is that no matter what happens ever, I will always love Sonic. Sonic got me through a lot. He's arguably the greatest character ever created, ever. Sonic 3 and Knuckles exists, and everybody's wearing the Sonic and Knuckles shirt. Greatest video game ever made! So, I will always love Sonic, and I'll play Sonic until the day I go, but that's about it, you know? Regardless of how I feel about it, what might be my nightmare might be someone's dream, or vice versa. So, we just gotta remember Twitter. That everybody has different opinions. So that's how I go for it. What? What, Twitter? What you talking about, Twitter?
Twitter is the devil.
Is the devil.
My grandmother caught me on it one time.
Thank you for your question. All right, who else? Let's see. You in the front, because I didn't hear you.
Listen, Dave. Oh, Clark, finally, yeah. Listen, you're always welcome here at Sonic Revolution. We keep coming back. We always enjoy having you.
Woohoo! You guys come to the table. Yeah, Prince.
Anyway, what was the question? Sonic hot takes. Sonic hot takes. Hot takes. Sonic? Okay. 3D Sonic has never had a good story. But that's not to say it can't. I just feel that they've been acceptable. But like everyone's like, Sonic, what you do? Sonic, what you do? I'm like, you watch the same thing? They're cool. Believe me, it's 90s cheese, but I feel like they need to get like writers that actually have written. Now we got Ian Flynn.
Yeah,
He's the only person I've ever seen write Sonic well. I'm curious to see what they do. Not crazy about voice acting, but you know, yeah. I mean, but you know, again, with hot takes and stuff, it's kind of like, who cares? You know, like imagine getting mad that someone else thought something. It's like saying, yeah, I'm on a diet, you can't eat donuts. Like, but yeah, I mean, if I had any other ones, Sonic 3D Blast is not bad. It's actually quite good.
Which version?
All of them. I mean, for me, I really like the Genesis one because I grew up with it. I was too poor to have a Saturn. Imagine having money. The Saturn one is beautiful, but I'm a sucker for that Genesis 16-bit sound. All right.
Yeah.
Who else? Who we got? I'm gonna go with you in the classic Sonic shirt right there. I'm gonna try to get everybody if we can.
Okay. Just one question. What do you prefer more, the Donkey Kong Country trilogy or the Sonic trilogy?
Donkey Kong trilogy versus Sonic trilogy. Now here's a hot take.
Oh, boy.
I don't really care for Donkey Kong Country 2 or 3. They're not bad. They just don't appeal to me. That's all. Sonic 1 is all right. Sonic 2 is a masterpiece, and Sonic 3, I can play that any day of the week. So yeah, I am a big fan of Donkey Kong's. You know, big time. But Sonic's got the cover. I mean, Sonic 3 Knuckles is my favorite game of all time. If I didn't get stuck on an island, it would be, if I get to pick two games, it would be Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Oblivion. That's it, done. How do we get power to the island? Anyway, next question. You, Sonic and Knuckles shirt, good.
I just gotta say, I've been watching your videos since I was a little kid, and they got me through some tough times too. And now I'm watching your videos with my 3-year-old, so I just wanna, I wanna thank you.
Questions, but
I wanted to ask, I just wanted to show gratitude. Like, he loves your videos just as much as I do, which is insane. And I just wanted to know, what would your end goal want to be? Like, would you ever want to work on like an official Sonic thing? Would you want to just be independent this whole time, make your own stuff? I just want to know, like, if money wasn't an issue, what would your end
Wouldn't
goal
that be a wonderful world of Imagine being the human race. Well, we got air, water, food. Let's charge for it. But anyway, so firstly, congratulations on your son.
Thank you.
Secondly, I know a lot of you know that I have hardships with YouTube and stuff. That's why I do it. That's it. That's the one reason. If you're ever, don't ask how do you become a YouTuber. YouTube is a platform. Entertainment is here. And here. But anyway, so the ultimate end goal, if money was no object, I would probably still do this because I love doing it. I love Sonic, and we had a whole TV show we were working on, like obviously not official, as I said, fan fiction, bad word, but and unfortunately with YouTube it might not happen. But if I could, I would make that. But my end goal as a person is to just be a mainstream voice actor. Like, you know, I want you guys to be like, I know him, I watch his stuff. And you keep going, I know, I saw it too. So,
We do know you.
Yeah, we already do know you. That's right. We do know you. Yeah, it's like a rookie was like, yeah, Max is on the tip, you know, like, but that'd be mad. Like, oh, he's on the tip. How did he get in there? And, but, yeah, that would be the end goal. You know, for me, not to be Bob Ross, but my ultimate end goal is just to be happy. You know, I'm a very happy person. It's external stuff that gets me upset. And you know, right now we're like sweating. All of my team and I are on Scared Stupid 4, and we aren't upset that we're working on it because we just want to get it out. We're like, oh my god, I can't wait for them to see it. So the end goal is just to be happy. And if things change, I'd still do it forever. And then your kids can happen. I'd be like, well, welcome to Sonic Revolution. I don't know, where's my team? I wish you the best with your son. Thank you. You better let him play that game.
Oh yeah. Oh, sure.
All right, you seem very excited. You got a camera on me. What's up?
One of my favorite videos from your channel is this one, Camping Chaos.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I just wanted to know, how did you come up with this image in the first place?
So actually, my friend Ted in the back with the cowboy hat, Tails' dad. Him and I go on yearly fishing trips. I love the outdoors, I love camping. That's why my legs are all bitten up right now because we just got finished camping. Look at these beauties. But, and you know, the skeeters got me. Tasted like, I don't know, Pizza Hut, Starbucks. You guys know. But and there's always, you know, kooky stuff happening. I love camping, I love the outdoors, and this was actually kind of a pilot for Sonic Warriors, what we were working on, to see if people like this kind of this tone. And I know YouTube didn't like it, but everyone was like I actually, like, not even kidding, don't think there was a single negative comment, at least for now, until the market is made for kids and it's all gone. Fuck corporations! But yeah, it was mainly just my own experience with camping and fishing and just something a little more lighthearted. I always feel like sometimes people want to take Sonic stories like this, oh, it's gotta be dark and serious. That's why I'm not like really crazy about Frontiers. Like Frontiers is like guys, somebody's gonna die.
Let's not go too far now.
So, like, all right, seemed good, but it doesn't look bad. But yeah, you know, it's just lighthearted stuff because the world's already full of turmoil. I'm sure like half of you guys are like, oh, I got loans to pay, I got bills to do. I want to make something that makes you happy and engaged and thoughtful. You know, it's never about hitting a YouTube algorithm or making things for the sake of making them. That's why it takes so long to upload. I'm not just sitting there going, oh, a lot of people go like, oh, why didn't you upload it? When's it out? And it's like, it's not done. If it was done, you'd have it. So it's just, yeah, it just comes all from just, you know, the old noggin and specifically, yeah, all of our camping trips. Although, to be fair, we've never had a bear. So, that's cool. You give big old hugs. All right, who's next? Okay, what am I thinking? What number am I thinking of? All right, you look very enthusiastic. What do you got?
Gotta look enthusiastic.
What is the best N-word Jurassic Park world ever filmed?
So what's the best or worst Jurassic Park film?
N-word Jurassic Park world
Oh, well, as far as I'm concerned, Michael Crichton wrote 2 books, and that's where we stop. I'm sorry, I'm not into Chris Pratt going, hey, stop it. And, you know, it had a smiling dinosaur. And then Dominion was about locusts. So I'm sure the Sonic fans don't care. They're like, what's a Jurassic Park? And, but yeah, to me, it's just the first two are the only two I care about. I think Jurassic World was a decent start, but then it wasn't. So that's it, and that's why I did Sonic and Jurassic World. That's better. That's stolen everywhere. I'm sure you guys know. That took 6 minutes to make, and people on Facebook got like 1 billion views. I'm like, it's a birthday video. I should not have made that purple, but all right.
Facebook. It was Facebook.
Okay, what is the hardest thing you had to work on, like video-wise? Like, what drained you the most when working on something?
Like a single video?
Like a single video or multiple videos? I'm not sure.
Well, obviously all the major 3D animations are really hard to do. In particular, I'm trying to think. I know it's weird because when we've moved to Blender, it's become easier and better. And I'm telling you, what we're working on is going to blow you guys away. I'm not promising anything, but if it was like done by the next Revolution, I'd love to have it on a screen, and because we're really working on it. But as far as like the hardest, man, it's tough. I think.
I don't know what this place is. I don't know.
Man, it's tough because like I've streamlined it so much, and I try to block out bad memories. I mean, that's a tough question. That's a good question. Honestly, I guess the hardest thing is YouTube itself. Because you spend months and months and months and months working on something, and then they just go, and that's it, it's gone. I guess in particular, you know what, Harvest Time Hazard was kind of tough because we wanted it out way earlier, and then it was late. And everything's always late, so, I mean, look at the teaser, we had to remove Halloween this year. I mean, there's people that think that it's going to be out in like a couple weeks, and I'm like, anyway, thanks for the question. All right, anyone else? Yeah, you in the back. Yeah, you.
So kind of riding on the on Sonic Cakes thing.
Yes.
What would you say is your favorite 3D Sonic game versus your least favorite 3D Sonic game?
Favorite 3D? Least favorite 3D? So my favorite 3D Sonic is probably Sonic Adventure, simply because it is It's the closest they ever came to 3D classic Sonic. I actually think that story and tone is great. And especially if you're a PC gamer and you can mod it and put in stuff from like Sonic Heroes and Sonic Adventure 2 without all the bloat. So that's probably my favorite. And also, I'm pretty sure, happy birthday Dreamcast. I'm sure everybody knows that. Yeah, Dreamcast was like, I have home videos of me embarrassingly like screaming at the top of my lungs that I got a Dreamcast. So maybe someday, we're gonna cancel Steve. Here's this Christmas video. But as far as least, Secret Rings. Secret Rings. I'm sorry, but if you have a game where you have to unlock better controls, still not. Anyway, okay, who's next? All right, you here. Sorry? Orbot or Cubot? Orbot or Cubot. Well, I have Orbot in my videos, but I mean, you know who's better? Scratch and Grounder. Yeah! Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is the greatest Sonic cartoon of all time. Lon John Baldry is Robotnik. I don't want to hear it. Praise. But but no, I think between Orbot and Cubot, I think I kind of like Orbot a little better because I'm always into Eggman having like a little henchman so that he can scream and get really mad. You burnt my toast! You know, like that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm not crazy about them, but I will say this about Robotnik's minions. If Warriors ever happens, we actually are developing, his minion is a little moto bug called Mo, and he is Robotnik's very first badnik that he took off the assembly line. It's like, you are my favorite! I got to work! You know? So we hope that people will love him like they do with Mo or Orbot and Cubot. So thank you. All right. Who else? You.
What are your thoughts on like the Sonic movies so far?
So it's no secret, I still think he's ugly. But I'll say this. Sega has graciously invited me to each premiere, and I will go, you know, as a you don't say no to Dad. I think the first movie is just unwatchable at this point, but the second one had some merit. There were points when I watched it where if I just got rid of Human Boring Man and Norbit wedding scene and you know, stuff like that, and Blue Arms, I know, Blue Arms, you can't criticize it. I can't. But I think like the parts where like Sonic and Tails are in like the ice cave, I'm like, hey, I'm watching a Sonic movie. And I think Jim Carrey was great as Robotnik. So, like, you know, like I'll be real. I think we're all part of the pod in this room. But whenever they invite me to like go, I'm like, I don't want to watch that. Oh, Jim Carrey. So, but you know what though? I'm just happy to see that everybody likes it. It's nice when everybody's happy about something. I may not be my cup of tea, but I hope it leads to something better. Like if Sega's like, hey, there's money in the movies, let's do a Night of the Werehog on steroids, you know? That's what I'm talking about. The Sonic OVA is the best Sonic.
Yeah!
All right, next question. You. Yeah. You! Oh, that's a good question. So actually, I'm sure a lot of you millennials know that our capitalistic society is just great.
Yeah.
So they want you to work. It's fantastic.
Yes.
But anyway, so here's some healthy advice. Like, so first you gotta love what you do, and I know that for some of you, art is actually a job, and that's tough. But it's better than serving drinks or at Starbucks or you know working at Target and like you know just taking it from a manager that doesn't know what they're doing. Anywho. I think it's best to set a healthy schedule. I only work 4 days a week, so Monday through Thursday. I don't work more than about 5 to 6 hours unless I'm crunching. And you have to take time to have things for yourself. You need to play video games, you need to watch movies, you need to go outside. Don't feel like you have to work. I know it's hard, I just worked like 10 hours on animating the other day, and I still felt guilty, but you have to force it. Set a good time schedule, drink plenty of water, don't, you know, like get a big water bottle, it'll help. And if you're feeling burnt out, just go do something else. I find leaving the room or even just maybe taking a couple days off will help better because what's going to be better, getting it done or getting it done well? You know? I mean, I don't recommend my path for anybody because it's a path of hardship, but I've earned something that you can't buy, and that's respect. And you'll get respect if what you turn out is good. Listen, I said that Scared Stupid was done this year, and because it was made for YouTube or made kids things, it's not. But nobody cares. Like, you know what? Hey, cool. We know when it's done, it's going to be good. So set healthy boundaries. Only work when you can, and also learn that you are a person. You are a human being, that you have flaws. Accept those flaws and understand that you're not going to be perfect all the time. Because if you're perfect all the time, then what will be the point of trying? So. There you go. Anyone else? You in the back.
Hi. I just wanted to know, what has been the most rewarding part of being a voice actor, and what is the most struggling in your experience?
So the most important part of being a voice actor is the second word, acting. A lot of people go on Twitter and go, I'm going to do Plankton talking to Alexa, and you go, but that's not all it is. You know, of course you can do voices. When I was in high school, I used to pick up chicks doing Family Guy voices. Oh, it's so true. Or you know, I'm sure you 90s kids remember everybody in school did Stitch, and you're just like, shut up. But you know, that's the most important part. Is it's not just doing a voice. It's reading the script and thinking, this is me. It's role playing, really. And I'm really picky about voice actors. And in the audience, we have Sydney Page of Bloom. Please be with her. No relation. And she's the voice of Mel in the upcoming Scared Stupid 4. She gets it. She gets it. That it's acting. It's not just, you know, like I'm sure a lot of you guys go, oh, Sonic Zombie is great. I'm just doing goofy impressions. Like literally, you know, like that kind of thing. But the most challenging part, as you asked, was it's As far as the job itself goes, there's really not much challenge. If you guys are, I asked earlier, you guys are going to be voice actors. No, you're going to get rejected 9 times out of 10. You are working for work as a voice actor. You are not going to, it's not a rejection of you, you just weren't right for the role. You also have to learn when to take criticism. That's a big challenge, is knowing when you have limits. People say, when I say I'm a voice actor, the worst question I get after that is, well, who do you do? Well, that's putting me in a box. Like, I can do whatever you want. You know, just because impressions are trendy on the internet, if someone's gonna get 1 million views for making SpongeBob say like a Batman quote, the real challenge of voice acting is just learning when you have to accept things. So I like criticism. I'm not one of those people that share my voices to friends and they're all going to tell me I'm good. That's why I stopped taking critique. Like, people are like, can you critique my voice demo? Well, I got Peter Griffin and Mario in there. Like, you know, we have a joke when we go into VR chat. Anybody play VR chat? Anybody? Yeah. We have a joke. We'll go and go, everybody do your best Mario voice! And like, everyone's like, it's me, what me? You know, and we're just like, there you go. All right, anyone else? I saw you in the very back. You're gonna probably have to.
I got another
Hi! How you doing back there?
I'm scared.
Okay, what?
I got a paper.
We have time for about 1 or 2 more questions, by the way.
Okay. If you can't choose one voice impression to be stuck with, which would it be? Follow up. Have you ever been stuck in character before?
Have I ever been stuck doing a character?
Yes.
Oh my god. If I had to be stuck doing any voice, it would be Biscuit. Because I love doing her voice, and let me show you how to do it. You see that? See that?
You have to look like a bulldog.
Imagine if it was stuck in that voice.
Can I get a... can I just get like a sandwich or Subway or something?
And then you go,
No.
and then the second question was like, if I had to get stuck. Wait, what was the second question?
You could, oh my god, sorry. If you can choose one voice impression to be stuck with, which would it be?
Okay, so yeah, so it would be Biscuit, and then was there a first part of that?
No, I repeat the first one.
Oh, okay.
If you can choose one voice impression to be stuck with, which would it be? Well, like, have you ever been stuck in character?
Oh, have you ever been stuck in character? That's it. There are times when I will find myself doing voices kind of without question, and especially when I'm preparing for something. There was a whole week where I kept talking to myself in Manic's voice and I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
Or I was just like, okay, so I got like a cereal bowl and I'm not supposed to put chocolate milk in that, right? Because I feel like combining chemicals like chocolate milk and like Cocoa Puffs would probably die, you know? But then I also have like, oh, you know what? I have a character I created named Julius Crumb. And he's a nerd. I wish this microphone worked better. He's like, so what do you guys like? So like, I question for you. If the Muppets took Manhattan in 1982, and then Jason took Manhattan in 1989, do you like take Manhattan for the Muppets? Or here's another question. If it's Alvin and the Chipmunks, what the hell does that make Alvin? He's got to be a gopher or something. And I was like talking like that for a week, and I was like, I felt like my nose broke. Like I was like hey guys, what? You know, and I was like, okay, that's better. You know? All right, we have one more.
We have time for one more question.
We got one. Who's got the one? Okay. Do we have any
Oh boy.
Wait, what?
Oh boy, who's going to be the last lucky person, Steve?
Ultimate.
Oh, ultimate!
The ultimate biscuit.
Ultimate biscuit.
Favorite project that you worked on?
Favorite. Oh, this is gonna be a cop out. What we're working on now? Okay, that'll be a good way to end it because you can show. Okay. So let me tell you guys. Yeah. The Sonic and Scared Stupid, the second one, was actually when my channel became monetized, and the first thing I said, not "Oh boy, it's extreme," was, "I have a budget. And I went and bought a better voice, microphone, I bought a better hard drive, and of course, Scared Stupid 2 became a classic. I'm sure everybody who knows me has seen it at least once. And then 3 came along and showed, like, really what we were capable of. And then now with 4, we're doing stuff like water sim, cloth stuff. It's gonna be nuts. And the best part is the story. As I mentioned, Sydney is our voice of Mel, and she killed it. We're gonna have KN from Song Songwriting Team. She is the best Tails voice you can ask for. Yo, Tails, what you doing over there?
Observing?
Yeah, she's got your dad with her. Do the thing? What thing?
What thing? The zombie thing?
No. What thing? Hooba Dooba?
Oh no!
If you leave your flame, that's not good. Your house will blow up. If you don't have insurance, game over. Is going to be the best thing we've ever worked on, and I'm not saying it just because it's new, like, oh my god, it'll be worth every minute of waiting. Halloween is my favorite thing. I know we're almost there, just like next week, I'm going to start decorating. Which will also, I'm trying to work on a reanimated scene from the second one showing what kind of things we're working with here. You know, the people who, we don't really have like an official team, but my friends became my team, and they have done so much work that lifts me into doing things that I didn't think were even possible. So yeah, Scared Stupid 4 will be my proudest. I would say, if I had to pick one that's already out, I think Sonic and Jurassic Park came out really good. And sorry about the cancellation of that, by the way. It happens, you know, but that's really it. So I guess thanks everybody for the questions. I didn't even think anybody would show up, if I can be honest, but
I think it's for the most popular panel yet.
no, it's not.
They all love you, Steve! Everybody wants for Steve! Oh, but Steve, I think we have one more thing.
This is the Nintendo director. I believe, oh, she wants to wait a second. 1 second.
If they show a clip, I'm going to scream.
Oh boy.
It's a Rick roll.
What was it?
It's a Rick roll, isn't it? It's a Rick roll.
No, it can't be a Rick roll.
Sure about that?
How do you know
It's a Rick roll.
How do you know that?
What?
No.
Is after harvest time?
This can't be.
Is it chocolate?
No.
Why they get what? What's going on?
I don't know.
Wait a second.
What's going on? It's after harvest time hazard? What's going on? Show us something!
You better hold your horses before I fire my shotgun at you.
He's trying his best. He needs his vitamins. We're almost there.
All
We'll
right
get to it. Sometime.
All right then.
It's okay, it's all manic for a second, okay? I mean, what's wrong with that? Due to technical difficulties, everyone in the audience is getting a Pizza Hut coupon. That expired 20 years ago. Hooba Dooba. Really quick while we get to set up voice requests. Come on, who's got one?
Pee-wee Herman.
Pee-wee Herman. That's just the current vector voice, isn't it?
Pathward is
All right.
Revolution.
Now
Jackass is already gone. He had to put his green card.
To be fine! There you go!
Alrighty. I think we're ready. I don't know if the audience is ready there, Steve. Wait, if you want us to play the thing? I can't play the thing. Play the thing. Play the thing. Play the thing. Play the thing.
Play the thing. Play the thing. All right, now relax, darlings. He's gonna get it.
Live narrated.
Then you destroyed my experiment.
Ow. If I want him to, who am I to?
He's going to have his revenge, as he says. You know who that is? She's at our table! Yeah!
All right, everybody, listen. Thank you so much for coming out. You have no idea what this has done. It really does make me happy, and I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of the con. Come by the table, see us, all that good stuff. I think this is... Oh, no. What?
Oh gosh.
They're not yet, I'm afraid.
Where's my thumb?
Oh gosh.
Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure. As long as I can, I'll be around. You know, I'm not going to just mysteriously disappear. You're going to have to catch me because I'll be here, so it's not like I could just leave and just, where'd you go? But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out. And take care.
Everybody give a big round of applause for Steve.